So this is where I started. This used to be my locker. I don't know whose it is now. We won't give you a tour of that. I started as a trans tech in Park City, moved down here after about a year to Salina for Region 4. This is where I'm from, in central Utah, so it was really nice to move home. Back into the main shop, settled in, got in a plow. Never thought it would be a long-term thing, kind of always meant for it to be a stepping stone, and fell in love. Have our lift and the loader. Spent many middle of the night operations in this exact loader, filling trucks full of salt. A lot of us take pride. One of the main things is that it's your roadway. 1067 right here was my plow when I was in the maintenance station. You know, there's people traveling. Our families are on that road. All of our friends are on those roads. Random strangers that are wanting to get to their families and friends are on those roads, and it's our job to maintain them, make them safe, and keep everybody on them safe. And so it does kind of become a little bit of a pride. This is where I lived for 4 years of my life. One of the biggest parts for me of coming down here, it was kind of the beginning of a very wild journey. Knowing that I'd be able to raise my kids where I was raised was also a great strategy. I was mentored, you know, all the way through my youth. I had a youth leader that worked for UDOT. There it goes. I was given advice as a youth to find those men, you know, ones that want to guide you. What kind of career do you want to look for? What kind of man do you want to be? One of them was here at UDOT, and I always respected him and loved him. And he kind of guided me and pushed me to come here. There's so much room for growth, so much room for opportunity. Even though I started in maintenance, I found a love going into construction. And so I spent the vast majority of my time in construction and in materials. I bounced between inspection materials and maintenance, and I rotated on that TEP program for about 5 years. I explained to people, you know, it's a great training program, it's a great opportunity. They kind of meet you at your level. They test you up and put you where you need to be. And so I did that. I tested in and did what I needed to go through the different hoops and follow the program. And I feel like going from the trans tech side, that I was building and doing the how and participating in how things work and building it there. Now I'm in the why it works, why we need to do it. And so it's been transformative to see the two different sides. What I'd say about the program is that it is very defined and very laid out. I think that a lot of those different advancements are stretching people and they look like more responsibility, but it is truly the path. I bounced around a lot, did a lot of different things, just trying to learn. I think it was great to allow me to look at the different sectors of UDOT, find what personally fit my personality or fit my special interests of where I want it to be. When I first started, I didn't know how to get through that path. I had some great mentors that pushed me along the way. I've had good laughs with some of them because they gave me advice I didn't take and prolonged my suffering because I didn't take that advice, but I was able to push through. So being that I came from maintenance, that move that I went to Region Materials opened up the door that I was able to transfer down to another area and go to school full-time in person. And UDOT was more than willing to allow me to do so, pushed me through that program. I remember at one point telling some friends when I first started I was going to go back to school and UDOT was going to have a tuition reimbursement program, and so they were going to pay me and pay for my schooling, and they all laughed at me. And they're like, no place ever is going to do that. That's crazy. UDOT did it. It's been humbling to see people that have been inspired and followed my path too, and so it's been a really interesting journey. Not one that I ever thought my life would take. So that's what we are at UDOT. You know, we are leaders all the way from the top to the bottom. When we go to construction, even from the lowest tech on a construction project, you are the leader of the project. You are ensuring that it's being constructed right. All of us at UDOT are expected to be leaders, and so look for those opportunities to lead and look to your leaders to help you. Travis Jensen, and I'm a rotational engineer in Region 4.